All right, let's move on. Let's talk about Wendy. So y'all, Wendy Williams is basically going on a media tour. I'm sorry, y'all. My baby is down here snoring his life away. He went for a walk. He ate. Now he's tired. I want him to get out of here because he's snoring, but I don't want to put him in a kennel. Y'all, Wendy. Okay. Wendy Williams' attorney Roberta Kaplan clarified that the talk show host is still battling frontal lobe dementia, a degenerative neurological condition with no cure, despite her recent phone interview on The Breakfast Club. Kaplan explained to TMZ that Wendy has both good and bad days with moments of clarity that may make her appear fine, but a court has ruled her incapable of managing her legal and financial affairs due to her condition. During the interview, Wendy expressed frustration with her life, describing it as fucked up, and criticized her conservator, Sabrina Morrissey, accusing her of restricting communication with loved ones and limiting her interactions to caretakers administering medication. Meanwhile, Wendy's niece Alex disputes the dementia claims, encouraging fans to support Wendy by trending Free Wendy. However, Kaplan urged fans not to be misled by Wendy's occasional enthusiasm, emphasizing the seriousness of her condition. Morrissey, due to a court order, cannot comment on the situation.
Wendy Williams is currently trapped in a conservatorship. If you don't know what a conservatorship is, it's when someone is in charge of making decisions on your behalf, but usually because the conservatee is not able to make decisions for themselves. Wendy can make her own decisions. She is not cognitively impaired. She is not incapacitated. She is being taken advantage of.
Right.
Wendy, tell us what's going on.
First of all, to start with, my niece Alex knows a lot as well, but I am not cognitively impaired. You know what I'm saying? No, but I feel like I am in prison. You understand what I'm saying? I'm in New York City, right? And Alex, you know exactly what you're talking about. You flew from Miami to New York and you were right here with me. Go ahead.
She's there in New York in this place, essentially like what some would call a luxury prison. This is her room. That's literally her apartment. But the thing about this apartment, and you know this, not Wendy, because you're there, it's small. She has a bed, a chair, a TV, a bathroom, and she's looking out one window.
And excuse me.
Wendy Williams is currently trapped in a conservatorship. If you don't know what a conservatorship...
Hold up. There are more clips that I have. Let's see.
Wendy Williams is currently...
Wait, where's the other ones? No, did I not? Okay, hold up. Let me slide back up, child. Diddy done. I don't think there are any more clips. Okay.
I mean, the one
I didn't listen to this one. I do want to say the Breakfast Club interview. I'm glad that Charlamagne is finally doing something to help Wendy. And I'm saying finally, but I just mean this conservatorship shit has been going on for a long time. And if all it took was for somebody to publicize Free Wendy and to put it on the radio, it could have been done a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? I am going to say this before I continue on with this. We were talking about this and Jamie mentioned that Kelvin, the ex-husband, who we know is trying to get money from Wendy so he can take care of his life and his baby mama and his child that he left her for. But ultimately, he's only helping Wendy so that he can get his money. And he's trying to help her get off of this conservatorship. And I just feel like it's your fault that she's on it. That's the least you can do. It's your fault that she's on it. It's the least you can do. I feel like the way he handled her, the way he used her, I think it did leave her open to this type of mismanagement. I also, on some level, I know this is not a popular opinion, but on some level, I blame Wendy on some level, not because she has dementia, but because I feel like there's a level of carelessness that she had about her life. After he left, I think she was drinking a lot. I think she went into a depression, and it gives to me, because I don't have this man anymore, I've just kind of fucked up my life. And I hate that for her. I hate that for her. And it's crazy to me because you would think a woman as rich and who has, as much access as she has, this would not just happen to her, or they can just take her money. And I feel like I don't care if she has dementia. I don't care if something's wrong with her cognitive issue, whatever. The money should be given to her family, not to some random woman who only has that job because some judge was taking kickbacks in order to give people these positions over rich older people who are incapacitated. Y'all take them people money, y'all use it up, y'all steal from them. Like they were acting like Wendy didn't have any money at all. But Wendy says a lot of the stuff that's being paid for is being paid for out of her money. She just doesn't have access to it. And there seem to be no checks and balances but Sabrina. Like who do we need to be appealing to? Who do we need to be talking to? Who put this in order? What judge? Because their head, somebody needs to go over their head. Whoever the judge is, we need to go over whatever your superior, we need to go to the superior judge over whoever her judge is. And somebody with money and access and influence needs to do something. Because this is just fucked up to me. And I feel like even with Britney Spears, people keep comparing it. Britney seems to be doing fine over there. I know y'all think she look crazy, but think about it. What else is she supposed to do besides dance in her living room all day? That's how she got here. Britney Spears was dancing in her living room as a child and becomes a performer. Now what is she doing? Dancing around her goddamn living room, doing the same thing she was always doing. She just was doing it on stages and y'all was enjoying it then. But now that she's doing it in her living room on TikTok, looking a little flicked, y'all want to tell a lady, you know, oh, she too crazy to not have access to her own money. Shit. That's wild to me. That's wild to me. And I really want this to be rectified. You know what I'm saying? I want this shit to be fixed because this is not cool that you could just take people's hard-earned money from them. And it does remind me of all the times in American history that Black people have amassed wealth and somebody who calls themselves a city official or a judge of Caucasian descent decides to come in and take the people's money, take the people's land. It's very, very problematic to me. And I'm sure this happens to people that aren't just Black, but specifically in Wendy's situation, it does give a tinge of something that, you know, reminds me of how y'all do Black people that amass wealth. Find a way to come and take it from them. Find a way. So yeah, let's listen to what she said when she was on Jason Lee.
One thing that I know for sure is that you loved two things. You loved your show and your audience, and you loved your son. And to me, the way that you disappeared, there's no way in heaven or hell you would have left your son that way. And when I called him to ask him how you were, he was terrified to even have a conversation with me. So it gave me this perception that you were almost being held by terrorists. When you talk to Sabrina Morrissey about getting out, what does she say?
Sabrina Morrissey says anything to keep me here because Sabrina's making money from me, you know, and she told me that there's no money. And that's a lie. You know, you're not going to be with somebody for 3 years and not make money from me, especially the several million that I know that she has holding me hostage. Like my money, like I give like $15. And that's all I've had for 3 years. You understand?
In terms of in her wallet right now, physically on her, Jason is what she's saying. Yeah.
Excuse me, in my Goyard wallet. Like, you know, labels are important, darling. You know, but literally, and all of my stuff is in storage. You know, I sold my apartment, which I wanted to do that too, you know, sell my apartment and live in Miami and be with my family and relax in Miami. And yes, I would like to work again in Miami, you know, but simple work, you know, and that would be something where I could even ask Alex, what do you think about, you know, if I do this? And I only want to do it like once a week, or you know what I'm saying? I got my son a car for his graduation from college, and it had to be approved by my guardian person. It's like my money is my money. You know what I'm saying? If I want to get my son, you know, any car in the world, I've got the funds, and it's for my son.
I mean, the one thing that I know for sure is that you loved two things. You loved.
So yeah, I saw somebody say in the comments, yes, they did take her cats. Said they got her in a little pillbox apartment, a studio, then took her money. Said that there's a lawsuit with the documentary. So it's a lot of stuff going on, and it's a lot of stuff that obviously feels like it should be illegal or that it's some type of misappropriation, or, you know, it's some type of miscarriage of justice going on in this Wendy Williams situation. And it doesn't matter how many times we talk about it, my feelings are always still very much the same. It bothers me. I reposted it to my community page, but there is I think a GoFundMe and also a petition, and I signed the petition. Because if we can help, then let's help. I don't feel like Wendy is so out of pocket that she won't be able to take care of herself. And I would much rather her niece, her own family, be there and take care of her than this strange woman who has been appointed by this judge, who probably only appointed her because she was paid to do so, or some other, you know, for profit, not for what's the good of the people type of situation. I don't like it. And I want it to be fixed. Jesus. Okay. Now let's move on.